and gentlemen, damas and yere, bomama no tata, welcome to our graduation ceremony. My name is Nana Zenani. I will be your program director today. Memuntale, I now hand over to you. Thank you very much.
This is a graduation ceremony that has occurred in our company for more than once. And it is one that we can never take for granted in a country that needs skills in this extent. For that reason, and standing here, I'm seeing such beautiful, beautiful people in their regalia, and I'd like you to give yourselves a round of applause as I welcome you. Some of you have traveled from afar to be in this graduation ceremony today. We thank you for the time and also thank you for gracing this auspicious occasion. It is indeed an honor to welcome you to one of the game changers in our country, where skill still remains one of the main and key answers to the unemployment and poverty plights that we have. We thank our visionary group CEO and the implementers of this program for it changes the customer services narrative moving forward. Such a program comes at such an opportune time in our business, where our business is moving to greater heights, changing the landscape of transport in our country, and making a difference to all our commuters. It is therefore a need that our employees take such endeavors and initiatives very seriously and take them to heart and own the business moving forward. Today, we celebrate the graduation of 823 of our own employees. Own employees, isn't that amazing? 823 of them. That, I think, deserves a round of applause. I sincerely believe that today our graduates officially commit that through the skill that they have acquired, they will serve our customers, our business with dignity and respect. And I'd like to take a moment to talk to the graduates. I congratulate you and well done. It takes tenacity and it takes resilience to stay through any particular program. And I hope your families, whilst we couldn't bring them here today, share such a beautiful moment with you. But let me also challenge you through what Tom Brokaw's words said. You are educated. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. But let me challenge you, and let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. And I close those quotes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is such a beautiful occasion that all of you have graced today. And I invite you to sit back. I invite you to please savor this long-awaited, inspiring moment. And with those words, I welcome you.
So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Group CEO, Mr. Lucky Montana. A big round.
Firstly, of course, to congratulate the graduates. I think that it's your day, it's your own achievement, and I know that many of you feel proud of this achievement. Because Deputy Minister, when we designed this program, one of the major things we had to take into account was to acknowledge that we have people in our own service who don't even have matric. And we felt that a program like this should give them an opportunity to upgrade. Among some of the people who will be graduating today are people who, when they get the certificate, will actually be standing and be an equivalent of someone with a matric, as it were. And that opens up major opportunities for them in the business, for career pathing, for them to further enhance their skills and to move to higher levels in our business. So congratulations to many of you. I think that you make us proud, but it tells us about where we want to go as PRASA. who want to go and be a business with people who are highly skilled, people who are able to perform their duties and deliver a quality service to all South Africans. This program, Honorable Deputy Minister, as we have 823 people graduating today. To date, as PRASA, we've trained over 2,000 people through this particular program. We have spent over 56 million rands training people, and I'm referring specifically on my station program. And we've been spending almost 24,000 rands per learner, making sure that we deliver and improve on the skills and invest in our own people. And I must confirm here, Deputy Minister, you've raised that with us. This is not the end. We'll continue because our target has always been that we train as many of our people as possible. Well, the president of the South African Community Organization is not here. But this program is not only limited to our own employees. We've actually opened it to train even unemployed people who are out there, who we know that once they get these skills, they'll be able to, it will open up opportunities for them. So for us, it is a progressive initiative, it's a big initiative, we take it seriously. And I want to congratulate also the people who have been the trainers, the managers of the program. I know that Thandeka and the team have been playing quite a leading role in that. And maybe it shows that programs that are managed by women, Deputy Minister, are yielding the results. I'm saying so as a man, and not because it's the month of August, but I know that we men are feeling as a threatened species. But I think that transformation is not threatening us. Actually, it ensures that the majority of our own people, of our population, who happen to be women, continue to play a leading role in our own country. Why this program and why is it important for us? Having provided those stats, I just want to indicate three things. Of course, the government, and probably the Deputy Minister will touch on this, had emphasized the importance of investment in skills. In all our programs that we do, that has been put in our reporting that government requires. They've said, show us, demonstrate that you are investing in skills. And if you look at our program as PRASA, our success in the future is also going to depend on the level of skills that you're going to have. And I think that firstly, we have to fulfill a very important requirement by government to make sure that when we build a new South Africa, when we build a country of our own dreams, we've got men and women, young and old, whether they come from the urban areas, from the rural areas, who've got the skills to take on that mammoth task of building a better country. Deputy Minister, we know that it is not only government that is going to build this beautiful country, but it's all South Africans united in action to make sure that we build that South Africa that we'll be proud of, that South Africa that our children and grandchildren will inherit from us. So investment in skills is something of the moment, is a historic task, is a strategic imperative, and I think that for us, we don't see it as just a reporting issue. We think that investing in people will create the value that we need. I must emphasize, of course, that my station has been focused on the customer services side. And if you look at both our operations, particularly in rail and buses, there's no doubt that in those businesses, the customer is very important. I think that it's very important that we create an environment where the customer is treated as king. And this investment in these skills is very important. I think, Deputy Minister, the Minister, yourselves, you have received many messages from commuters who express their frustrations at some stages with the quality of service that we require. So the quality of service becomes so very important. I must emphasize to our own employees that when we say we are transforming PRASA to become the leading player in delivering passenger services, both rail and buses, that it doesn't only depend on buying new trains, new signals, and all of those we are doing. And that is very important. But I think experience shows that you can have the more modern trains that we are buying. You can have the better signaling system. You can have better and modern operating equipments. But without having the men and women with skills who are customer focused will not achieve our own goals. So it is very important that we find an alignment and making sure that we change the way our business operates and we bring the customer at the heart. The more people we transport, the more people we increase the rail share of public transport within our entire transport system, the more we add value and the more people come to join us. So it is very important that this program contribute to enhancing that customer service. We know that when we train people, and I visited some of the training sessions, those of you who were being trained at the Shosholoza building would recall that I popped in there to listen and satisfy myself that the quality of the material that was being delivered is what is suitable to our own business. So I think that with what I've seen, it's quite clear that it reminds each employee, particularly in customer services, what their mandate is, what is the important role they play in our own business. It reminds them that the customer must come first. It reminds them, I remember when I came in there, the material reminded people about the millions of people who come and travel on our rail system on any given day. And what is the role of customer service in that particular program? So you can run trains, but without a good customer services, you'll not be able to sustain your business. Having said all of that, I want to, of course, introduce our Honorable Deputy Minister. So, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, as I congratulate you, I want to invite the Deputy Minister to come and address us and share with us what is the overall approach of government in respect of skills. Thank you very much.
I thank you for the honor of being able to celebrate with you today. Allow me to appreciate the presence of our guests of honor, the My Station graduates. On behalf of the Minister of Transport, Madibo Peters, and myself, let me congratulate our graduates. This ceremony held on your behalf attests to the potential inherent in you to accomplish your chosen career paths. This graduation celebration demonstrates the myriad skilling opportunities available for our employees, as well as the forward-looking rail sector paradigm shift, which is getting ready for Vision 2030. I want to take this opportunity and wish all the women of our country a happy Women's Month, especially the female graduates in our midst. August 2014 is no ordinary year to women of this country. As we celebrate 60 years of the Women's Charter and 20 years in the democratic dispensation, as women, we do need to assess our progressive strides made thus far. We need to be very articulative on how we change, or we need change in industries such as the rail. We also need to monitor progress and stand the course for a transformed South Africa come 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, our National Development Plan's vision statement brings alive the real picture of 2030 in 2014. It states, and I quote, "We, the people of South Africa, have journeyed far since the long lines of our first democratic elections on the 27th April 1994, when we elected a government for us all. We began to tell a new story then. We have lived and renewed that story along the way. Now in 2030, we live in a country which we have remade. Our story is open-ended with temporary destinations, only for new paths to open up once more. We know what we do and how we do it is as important as what we want to achieve. What we are is because of who we have been and what we want to become. We will continue to make us, because we are happy with being who we are. And the question is, who are we? We are Africans. We are an African country. We are part of our multinational region. We are an essential part of our continent. Being Africans, we are acutely aware of the wider world, deeply implicated in our past and present. Government begins in the home, grows into the community, expands towards the cities, flares towards the provinces, and engulfs the entire land, close quotes. Program Director, may I add, I imagine that come 2030, we will be saying this about our transport system in South Africa. We are now in 2030, and over the years we have delivered state-of-the-art passenger trains. We have significantly transformed the transport sector, particularly the rail industry. We have well-educated, well-trained, and well-skilled employees. We have connected communities and cities, regions, and the continent of Africa. We boast of a safe, secure, affordable, and efficient intermodal transport network. We are telling our story, a rail revitalization program story, a rail rolling stock program story, a story that moves communities, and a story which is a reflection of a collective aimed to provide uniquely South African rail experience. Program Director, South Africa requires both a capable and developmental state able to act to redress historical inequalities and a vibrant and thriving private sector able to invest, employ people, and penetrate global markets. Such a demand to the state requires a vibrant, skilled workforce. The single most important investment any organization can make is in its people. The National Development Plan states that lifelong learning, continuous professional development, and knowledge production alongside innovation are central to building the capabilities of individuals and society as a whole, capable to respond to challenges of the 21st century. Government has set itself a target to create 6 million job opportunities during the term of current administration. We as government are serious about skills development, and this program seeks to train people who would have otherwise not have the opportunity to find work. Our national skills development agenda impresses on every sector to produce educated, trained, and highly skilled workforce that will be able to produce goods and services more efficiently. I'm glad that PRASA, my station skilling program, addresses the fundamentals of training and skilling from the bottom chain of the organization. This approach responds to our very first priority as government, which is education, but also the skills development agenda for this fifth administration. To individual employees, it provides them with the opportunity to unleash their potential. Thank you, PRASA. Thank you, Group CEO, for spearheading such an empowering, patriotic program. Program Director, my station skilling program touches the nerve center of government's customer-focused ethos addressed through the principles of Batupili, People First. The Batupili principles provide a framework for the transformation of public service delivery, an initiative to get public servants to strive for excellence in service delivery and to commit to continuous service delivery improvement. To PRASA, as you drive these programs, you have a mandate to provide customer care to both your internal and external customers. Your ability as an organization to deliver on customer service means that you have to constantly exceed the customer's expectation. You have to meet their needs through your frontline staff, which must be characterized by the 4 Ps. 1, promptness. 2, politeness. 3, professionalism. And 4, personalization. To graduates, you are indeed our mighty force of frontline ambassadors, and would want to believe that you are passionate and committed to service excellent. You know you represent the country's pride, and our rail passengers must have and attest to that experience. I was informed that the education profile denotes that 16% of graduates only had high school as their highest qualification, and 66 holds a grade 12 qualification, while only 1% received a post-matric qualification. 44 emerged from the age group of 26 to 35 years, followed by 38%, which constitute of age group between 36 to 45, and of course 5 of the group of the age between 56 to 65. And 63% of our graduates are said to be females. Malibongwe.
So, ladies and gentlemen, can you please stand as I read the message of remembrance? PRASA's legacy rests in committed and dedicated staff members who understand our challenges but always put our customers first. We are in the business of moving people safely and efficiently every day, starting our business early and sometimes sacrificing the time we spend with our loved ones. Our customer services members are at the heart of our business. Our success as PRASA in moving 2.6 million people every day bears testament to the important role played by customer services. Graduation Day is a very special day for those who have successfully completed their studies. It is an occasion where students' hard work, dedication, commitment, and sacrifices are finally rewarded. To the Honorable Deputy Minister for her unwavering support. She has always been an inspiration to all of us as a PRASA family. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank our Group CEO, Mr. Lucky Montana, for his evergreen support he gives to all of us as we try to improve our ability to serve our customers. I would also like to extend our gratitude to the recipients of the certificates for the enthusiasm with which they received this program. I would like to extend our gratitude to our commuter forums and thanks to all PRASA executives, management, and the whole PRASA family for collaborating to reach the point we are at today. Thank you very much.